Hey guys! So I got a request to do like my all over face routine, like my foundation routine and stuff like that. So I'm going to do it even though it's kind of nerve-wracking to be here without any makeup at all. But yeah, and okay, so I keep switching back and forth between my iPhone and my regular camera because it seems like both of them, like, I don't know, they're unpredictable. Like, sometimes my iPhone quality is better and sometimes my my camera is better. So I don't know what to do. Hopefully with my tax return I'm going to buy another camera because this is getting ridiculous. So hopefully that this will upload okay, because when I record it and I'm looking at it, like, it looks fine, and then when I upload it, it kind of gets all orange and gross. So hopefully, because I have okay light today. That's half the problem, is we've had such dreary days that there's no good light coming in. But we're going to try. Okay. So I've already moisturized my skin with my Maybelline Clean and Clear Finishes Mattifying Moisturizer, which looks like this, and I like this because it's light, and I have combination skin, so this isn't too heavy for my oily spots, but it's enough for my drying spots, and it gives somewhat of a mattifying effect. I don't know if you can tell there. Not a ton. It's not like necessarily a miracle worker, but it does help. And then I'll use like a thicker moisturizer at night. So I've used that, and I'm going to prime first. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Complexion Potion Primer, and I'm going to mix that with a little bit of the Tarte Smooth Operating Amazonian Clay Illuminating Serum. So, and I'm like about out of this, so I have to like squeeze it at the top. So I just put it on just a little bit on the back of my hand, like that, and then I'm going to mix this with it. Just a little bit. You can use this with your foundation or on top, or even just as foundation, I guess. But I don't like to, and I think for me it's too much of a glow. It's too like almost shiny. So I just mix the two together, and then I'm going to dot this on my face. And this is how I use like every primer that I have. Like, it's the same kind of technique. And I bring it down on my neck because I'm going to bring my foundation down on my neck, and then I just smooth it out. And with primer, you have to be careful. Like, you've got to use enough, but if you use too much, you're going to look kind of greasy and gross, depending on the primer. So you want to use just enough. And you just have to kind of feel it out, and you use it. It's like trial and error with your skin, because everybody's skin is different. Alright, so then the next part, I kind of try to let it sit for a second, and then I'm going to go in with my concealer, which I've been using the Sheercover Light Medium. If I'm looking over here a lot, I have a mirror here because like, I can't see that well into the thing, so I just dot it on my problem spots first. And this is the Duo, so I kind of, depending on where I'm putting it, kind of mix them. And I don't blend them in yet. I put it under my eye. I have really acne-prone problem skin, so I have a tendency to use quite a bit of this. Alright, so then I'm going to kind of rub it in, but not too much, because I'm going to end up, putting my foundation over it, and that'll blend it in a little more. Alright, so then what I use a lot of the times, because I have super red cheeks, like, I don't know if it's coming across as red as they normally are. They are usually super red. So I have the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Primer in the green. And apparently you can use this all over your face, but I find that it makes me look a little ashy if I do. So what I take the green primer, and I just smooth it over red areas. You want to smooth it over you don't want to rub this in like lotion, because if you do that, it's just going to dissipate and it won't like cancel out any of the red anymore. And it'll rub in more when you put your foundation on. So I just go like this over any red spots. Okay. So, I've been using the Chanel VItalumiere Auqa foundation in B20, and you really have to shake this up good, otherwise it'll come out like a watery mess. And then I do the same thing. I put this on the back of my hand. I'm running out of this too. I'm running out of everything. And I use, this brush is really dirty and that's kind of embarrassing, but I use the Jemma Kid Pro Flat Top foundation brush, which is, I guess it's number 6 or 9. I don't know. But I bought this online. And so, just like my primer, I dot it on. And you want to make sure that you get some on your neck too. Like, I think that is the worst look in the world, is when someone has like foundation face and then it's a totally different color on their neck. So then I just take it and I just buff it in. And there's no real rhyme or reason other than to make sure it's all blended. And take it down on your ears a little bit and down on your neck. And don't forget the underside of your nose, because I think some people miss that too. Blend, blend, blend. Alright, so then with this foundation, I usually either I take a little makeup sponge, just kind of press down, because this foundation can be a little, it's kind of thin, so I think sometimes it just needs a little more working with. So, just like that. Alright, next I'm going to take my Mineralized Skin Finish Natural by MAC, which this is in medium, right? Yeah, medium. And this is an e.l.f. powder brush. It's just like a flat top kabuki. It's my favorite brush in the whole world. And you just want to take it really light, which is one thing I really like about the Chanel VItalumiere Auqa, is it's really light, that it really doesn't cake up when you put powder on. And because I have such oily skin, I really like to put powder on. And blend that down as well. Okay. So then I'm going to take my, what is this? Rimmel Sunshimmer Maxi Bronzer, which is this huge bronzer, and I can't open it. Oh, there we go. It's just a huge bronzer, but it's matte. Even though it says shimmer, it's pretty matte. At least mine is. I don't know if that was a mistake or not, but. So I'm going to take the e.l.f. blush brush, which I've talked about before. It's like a little, sorry, I was getting the excess off. I don't use it for blush, I use it for contouring, so we're just going to make a face like that so you can see your cheekbone and apply this under it. And then I take it down a little bit onto my cheek, or onto my jawline. Like so. And then when I'm feeling like my skin can use a little boost, I kind of put some on my temples too. Just a little bit. And for blush, I'm going to use my Tarte Amazonian Clay in Glisten. If I can get it. Oh, I'm having trouble. But it just looks like this. It's just a pretty kind of peachy pink. And I'm going to take the Essential Beauty brush, which I don't know. That's all it says is Essential Beauty. And so we're just going to take this. And because I have red cheeks, like I try to stay away from this area here and take it more up on the top of my cheekbone. Because I know that part's going to end up red later anyways, so I just kind of stay away from it. And then I'm going to do a little bit of highlighter. I'm using a lot of Tarte stuff today. It's the Tarte Champagne highlighter. And I'm just going to take an angled brush by Sephora. It's the Sephora Professional. It is angled blush number 40, and just take a tiny bit of that and put it up on the very top back of my cheekbones, and then down my nose just a little, and on just right in the front. So you want this part to stand out and this part to kind of recede. So then what I do is I go back with that powder brush. I don't put any more powder on, just whatever's left over, and I just kind of blend everything out just to make sure that nothing is, you know, not blended, and I think this just makes everything kind of gel together. So then usually what I do after that is I follow up with some sort of lip product, just some sort of chapstick or something like that. This is the Sugar Lip Treatment. And we're good to go. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I might start doing or do an eye tutorial right after this, so look forward to that. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye!